Why consistency kills motivation. This is something I've been thinking about quite a bit lately as I've been trying to change my old, unproductive habits to newer, more fruitful ones that are going to benefit me more in life. This video comes from a paper that I wrote earlier this week that I plan to share on other platforms as well, so if you would be interested in maybe checking out my Twitter or Facebook page, I'll have those linked down inside the description. I might start a newsletter that I would send out via email every week as well, so if you'd be interested in that, please let me know down in the comments too. Anyone who has tried to implement a new habit, like going to the gym, starting a new diet, or maybe even starting a side hustle, knows that there are a lot of things in life that get in the way of that. Because of this, many people quit after their first few interruptions and fail to ever pick it back up again. And in order to break this vicious cycle of motivation, action, barrier, demotivation, followed by contempt for my situation again until I get angry enough to have to change it, I've had to reconsider what consistency means altogether. Most people view consistency as doing the same important tasks every day without fail. And as many of us know, nothing in life is constant. No day is exactly like that before or that following. So how can we hold ourselves to a standard that doesn't even apply to the laws of nature? This is already an impossible standard to achieve. Yet so many people beat themselves up for not being perfect, which is a conversation all on its own. I view consistency as whatever system makes you do the necessary work more often than you did before. And I love this phrase, consistently better, not constantly perfect. This view allows for the ups and downs that are a requisite of progress. Nobody that you will ever meet can say that they perfected their healthy habits overnight. These things take time. And allowing yourself to ebb and flow, go up and go down, to be better and to be worse, but always keeping the average of your progression upward, eliminates the most common reason why people give up and stop trying at all. It's a lot easier to make excuses for why you're not doing something than it is to just do it. And a very common example is the need for motivation. We've all done this at least once, whether it was before we had to cut the grass, start writing that essay, or even throw on your running shoes and head outside. I believe we can all agree that we're a lot more inclined to do something, especially if it's every day of our lives, if we have the motivation to do so. But the problem with this way of thinking is that people continue to put things off until they find their motivation. And frankly, you're much more likely to form a habit by just starting today and doing it every single day, regardless of if you want to or not, than you are to one day wake up and be bursting at the seams with energy for that thing that you've been putting off now for days, weeks, months, maybe even years. This mental shift completely changed how I viewed my self-improvement journey. I quit telling myself I would start things when the time was right or when I felt ready for it, and I just started doing them. The likelihood that an hour of every day that you're magically motivated and ready to do something is very unlikely. But the chance of you starting tomorrow and saying, no matter what, I will dedicate at least 1 minute to this today and do that every single day is much more likely. And that's all it takes, just a little bit every day. You will start the snowball effect and begin to build momentum just by those small actions at the very beginning. And of course, it's better to complete every important task every single day, but we're all human. And it does you no good if you have the motivation for a brief period of time and then fall off the wagon just as quickly as you got on. You will get further moving an inch every day than you will moving a foot every year. My final point on the topic is based on a quote from one of my mentors. Consistency is for the ego, but working for the process will create quality. That's with a capital Q, but that's also another conversation for another time. But the phrase, consistency is for the ego, really threw me for a loop. My initial thought was, what could that mean? And the answers were revealed in some more of our conversations. The ego mind wants to kill you, for it is always striving for perfection. John McConnell, my mentor. And as we discussed, life isn't perfect. So does this mean that you're only trying to improve because your ego wants you to? Are you making changes in your life for others or because of outside influence? Or are you making changes because you really want to? If you chose the latter, then this section is for you. We can probably all agree that we're trying to improve our lives to increase the amount of enjoyment we get from our time here on Earth. And one of the most profound shifts in my life came from this phrase. Living in quality is experiencing joy and exultation without the poison of your ego or outside purpose. And what you'll realize is that when you truly look within for change, rather than what other people want you to do or what society tries to mold you into, you will find the joy and internal fire that will keep your engine running to do those tasks that you once thought were impossible to achieve. And that's the end of the paper. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I put a lot of thought into it, and I'm looking forward to writing more pieces similar to this. I've recently discovered that I genuinely do enjoy creative writing a lot more than I thought that I would, and I really want to capitalize on that by doing it as often as I possibly can. This was something that I'd thought about for a little while with habits and consistency and beating my own self up for not achieving goals or tasks that I wanted to, and I'm pretty much writing for myself is the way that I see it. Just like everyone else, I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to be better every day. And I have the new phrase, maybe you noticed on the back of the banner for my channel, consistently better. I really do love that phrase. I actually took it out of this piece of writing, consistently better, not constantly perfect. As I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please go down in the comments, let me know if you have any suggestions for video topics or anything of the sorts. Please let me know if you guys want to have that newsletter on email. I think it'd be fun to just share my whole pieces that I write every week. And please go check out the Twitter and the Facebook page because I want to be able to share this content in more mediums than just YouTube. All right, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.